Mhm. 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 We are live. Hey, I'm going to make this one real short and real sweet. Just to keep it, what's going on, man? Story time with Truth Teller. So I'm at the laundromat. Hey, Carrie, I'm at the laundromat, right? Washing my blanket and my sheets. And in the parking lot, there's this couple sitting right here, sitting right there, sitting right there, smoking blunts. Each one of them had a blunt. Uh, Afro American queen and Afro American king was sitting in the parking lot, standing in the parking lot smoking blunts. The owner of the parking lot, who owns the supermarket, happened to be on the premises. And he walked over to them and said, "Hey, y'all can't smoke weed in the parking lot." Here they go. Weed is legal, and he said, "Yeah, it is legal, but you can't smoke it on my property. This is private property. You can't smoke it on the private property." Their logic was, not logic. Their logic was, this is America, and they know their rights. So the owner says, "Fine, you know your rights. Fine." He walks away. They standing there talking about, yeah, he think we ain't doing nothing. We ain't bothering nobody. We just having a good time, enjoying our Sunday. Boom. 5 minutes later, who come down the street? Johnny Law. Johnny Law pulls into the parking lot. They sitting there smoking their reefer, not paying attention. Johnny Law gets out the car, walk over to them. They're gonna try to throw it on the floor and step on it. The law say, no, 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 I've seen it already. He said, the only thing I want to see y'all reaching for next is some ID. Here go the guy. What's the problem? What's the problem, officer? He said, y'all saying smoking weed on private property. Here go the lady, loud as can be. It ain't like we killing somebody. I mean, damn. There it go. Officer gets on the radio. He calls for another unit. They sitting there going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. I couldn't record it because I'm sitting in the car, and Johnny Law's right there. And I know people say, you got the right to record whatever you want. I understand that. I just don't want Johnny Law to be looking at me, asking me no questions, right? So she's sitting there, we can do whatever we want. Ain't like we killing somebody. GD, GD. So the guy told the lady, hey, calm down. Just calm down, man. You being loud. I got the freedom of speech. I can say what I want. He was like, yeah, but it's different when this is going to start causing a disturbance. Now, the guy sitting there, you know, relax. Officer, look, I'm sorry. Put the weed out, blah, blah, blah. The lady sitting there going crazy. F this, F that, F this, F that. Two other units pull up. Now they pull up on my driver's side. I roll the window down, say, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's them. The other officer says, hey, over here. Now their car's on my passenger side, and the other unit pulled in behind me, and there's a van, European Culture cleaner van, in front of me. So it ain't like I could just get out, and plus Johnny Law's handling his business. I'm not getting out the car. So the guy, you could tell he knew what was going to happen. So he asked the other officer, he said, hey, can I go over here and talk to you for a second? So they come to the front of the car that they was leaning on smoking weed. Oh, excuse me. So, I cracked the window and I hear the guy say, "Officer, look, I know we weren't supposed to be doing it, man. I apologize." And the cop tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna just write you a summons and then you can go." He said, "Who car is this?" He was like, "Yeah, that's my car." He was like, "I'm gonna just write you a ticket. You pay the ticket and then you could go." He was like, "What about her?" He was like, "At the rate she gonna go to jail." She's sitting there. The cop was like, "Ma'am, calm down. Don't effing tell me what to do. F this, F that, MF, mother effing rucker." She then goes and takes her hand, because I don't know why black people cannot have a civilized conversation without just talking out the side of their neck and then get mad at the reaction for how you're talking. She takes her hand and she got she got the 12-inch fake nail on the tip of it, and she goes and she points it at the cop. That cop, if anybody ever played any Street Fighter games, I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom, and it was Akuma. When Akuma did his special, the screen went white. You saw the punching sounds. You heard the punching sounds. And then once the image came back, Akuma was standing over whoever he was fighting with his hands on his hip. And he goes, "Seuss." When she raised her hand, I promise you, it's like I just blinked. When I blinked, that woman was on the floor, screaming for that guy. "You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. That kind of man in you gonna just let them do this to me?" The cop looked at that guy. That guy said, he just put his hands up. "I ain't got nothing to do with that." They tell the guy, "Give us a second." I roll the window down and say, "Hey, bro, they might let you off with nothing. They might just let you just go." I said, "If I was you, I just wouldn't move. They might just let you go." So the cops is on her. Of course, she kicking and screaming. Weave all over. Her wig that fell off her head. She kicking and screaming. I saw the guy he wanted to walk over there, but I said, "Hey, I wouldn't move if I was you." So he went back to the front of the car. The cop after they get her in the handcuffs and they subduing her. The cop tell the guy, "Hey, go ahead and get in your car and leave. Don't let me catch you around here no more smoking weed." I rolled down the window. The windows already rolled down. I leaned over and said, "You see, that's why I told you not to move. They more worried about her now." He gets in the car, leaves. She's like, "Oh, this bitch excuse my mouth, this BA N-word, he just gonna sit there and leave? Oh, kind of man he think he is. This, that, and the third. They call for a female officer. She comes, searches the female. And she was like, "I wasn't doing nothing, damn. It wasn't like I was robbing a bank or this, that, and the third." And the guy said, what part of illegal is illegal, don't you understand?" And she said they're trying to use her Negro logic to make it make sense. And of course, she goes to jail. The whole time they trying to put her in the car, she kicking, bucking, screaming, like they just caught a wild horse. They got her in the car, and I'm still sitting here I want to take my stuff out the washer, put it in the dryer, but I ain't trying to crack this door because, and this kind of moment, this moment of chaos, they might think that I'm with her because she's black. The guy who just left is black, and I'm black. Ain't nothing but Mexicans around here. They might try to do something to me, so let me just post up. So, they conversing amongst each other. She goes and she kicks the glass. I said, "Yep, she done did it." They open the door, drag her out, shackle her head and feet. After they pepper sprayed her, let's not forget they should have put that mace in her eye. She's sitting there crying, screaming, and heaven knows she had on the most nastiest outfit you could possibly think of. I'm talking about disgusting, right? Disgusting. So they sit there and they say, you know, whatever they doing. So I'm looking in the mirror. It's like, yo, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Cop come up to the driver's side of my car. He knocks on the glass. He said, hey, you with her? I said, nah, officer. I'm just trying to get into the laundromat. I said, I don't want to get out the car because I don't want any problems. I see y'all handling business. He looked at my wrist. He said, hey, thank you for your support. I said, no, thank you for doing what you do. So he was like, all right, well, you can go ahead. You get out the car, you go do what you do. They cleaned up that scene so fast. By the time I put my clothes in the dryer and came back out, that woman was in another unit. That unit was heading down the street. All them officers was gone. I had to tell that story because I don't understand why you got people in this country running around. You know, I know my rights. I know my right. No, you don't know your rights. On private property, your rights don't exist. I hate to tell you that. You can't go in a business and say, they can't throw me out of here. I know my rights. Yes, they can. You can't go on private property screaming, they can't remove me. I know my right. Yes, they can. Now, if you was walking if she was walking her sloppy, nasty, flabby self down the sidewalk, maybe your rights, they exist over there. But here in this private parking lot, in this private complex, your rights don't exist. Only rights you got is the right to remain silent. And you damn sure ain't use that. Important lesson to learn. Stop running around here saying, I know my rights. This is America. Listen, your rights don't exist everywhere. I hate to tell you that. They don't exist everywhere. And when Johnny Law come, practice your right to remain silent. If he gonna lock you up, what's your name? Don't even say your name. Just go get arrested. Just go. You got the right to, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right. You also have the right to smoke weed in your own house. Right? Like people smoking weed in their car. I was just chilling in my car smoking weed. No, that's not real. Now, but look, on this Sunday afternoon, look at them. He going on about his business. She on her way to jail. And I promise you, the first person she probably gonna call is him. If not mama, topic for a whole nother conversation. To get her out of jail when all she had to do was shut the hell up and not say a word. My man cooperated. They said, can we mind if I pat you down? My man said, all I got in my pocket is a lighter. That's all. He said, I got a lighter. They bunny eared his pockets. My man didn't flinch. My man didn't move. They told him, no, hey, just stand right here and don't move. Because they had to worry about that wild savage beast. Yeah, Carrie, they always call her mama, right? Like I said, topic for a whole nother conversation. And real quick. Somebody kick Nick out of here, please. Nick, if you got a wrench, time yourself out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I felt bullied. His presence alone, I felt bullied. Sometimes you got to jump in front of the bull before the bull gets into the china shop, right? I felt bullied. Carrie, please get Nick out of here. I think he's about to say something bad about my mother. I don't want to go through that right now. It's the Lord's day. I don't feel like going through that. Y'all saw that post he put up? You saw that post he put up? Poor dog. Somebody go save that puppy. Anyway, listen, I'm a man of peace, a man of God. I don't want to go through this right now with him. As a matter of fact, I'm getting out of here because I don't know why Nick is in here. I don't trust him, and I believe that he's trying to set me up.